Welcome back to City Source. Adventure, family dedication, and serving your community. What more could you want? Ever heard the saying, we're looking for a few good men? Well, we're looking for a lot of good women.
I moved to the United States when I was about 4 with my mother. We actually lived up north in the New York area. When I first moved to Charlotte, I went to Cotswold Elementary for about a year. And then for middle school, I went to Randolph Middle. And then I went to East Meck for 2 years. I finally ended up at Garinger. And that's where I graduated from. Since I was a young kid, I just remember playing with my toy water gun and going around the buildings trying to search people and stuff. So it was just that thing that started when I was a kid. And as I got older, I kind of became more serious, especially after I joined the Explorers program. And that's where I got to see what real police work was about. It really wasn't anything what I saw on TV. But I got to see the impact that the officers made in the community, and me being able to help out with certain events. I was able to get a little bit of that feedback of what it felt like to help people. And I just felt really good, to know that you helped and made a difference in someone's life. I was in a patrol car with a police officer, and on the side of the road was this lady, Hispanic female. She flagged the vehicle down, police car down. The officer stopped, pulled over, and got out of the car and spoke with her. About 2 seconds later, he comes up, taps on my window, and says, "Do you speak Spanish?" I was like, "Yeah, I do." And so I got out. I looked at the female. It was December, it was cold. She had a nightgown on, a little tiny sweater, and underneath her nightgown, like a pair of sweatpants. Almost like she just grabbed whatever she could, ran out the house. And her face was bruised. She was crying. She was upset. Basically, I translated for her.
Le pegó en la cara y se cayó. Entonces tiene los golpes en la cara, ¿verdad?
I helped her translate. I helped the officer take a statement from her, and then they took out warrants for his arrest. And we helped her get to go to the battered women's shelter. About 2 weeks later, she calls me, and she thanked me for everything that I did for her. After that, I realized, I'm like, wow, I can really make a difference, especially with my language skills. That was the day I realized, I'm like, this is definitely what I want to do. At the cadet program is similar to the Explorers, except it's more advanced for college students who are also interested in law enforcement. It's a job, and you are employed through the city, through the police department. So you get a uniform, and the best part of all is you get educational reimbursement. So I was able to go to college pretty much for free. I think if it wasn't for me joining the Explorers and getting those connections made, I wouldn't have gotten into the cadet program. Hence, I would probably have not gone to college, or maybe not full 4 years. So I'm really thankful for all those opportunities that I had, and I definitely believe that it led me to where I am now. Well, my mom, allowed me to be in the Explorer program, so in a way, that was a way of her supporting me. She's nervous, even to this day, just like any other mother would be of their children joining, police department. She's really proud, especially when she sees news articles of me in the Spanish newspaper, and then her friends will cut out the pictures and post them up at her job. And when I speak with a lot of the Hispanic community, they come up to me, and they first and foremost, they say how proud they are that they have a Hispanic female officer that they can look to, and if they have any concerns or questions, I'm right there for them, because they know that they can communicate with me, which is a big thing. Being Hispanic, the department is so into getting more diverse officers that it really benefited me. It helped me get through the process. Once I got out in patrol, being around all the male officers, I was an outsider, and that's probably the only difference, I would say, is being Hispanic or a female officer. You kind of have to go a little extra mile just to prove yourself and that you're capable of doing the same job that they do. But once you do that, they respect you fully, and they accept you as one of their own. I wasn't a patrol officer, basically just answering calls for service on third shift, so I'm going to be moved to an FMT position, which is a focused mission team. Within my same division, it will just be concentrating on certain crime trends, such as robberies and B&Es. Just getting out with people, talking, doing traffic stops, doing search warrants and stuff like that. So it's going to be more hands-on, more proactive position. I want to continue being an officer. I have no desire to go into ranking or anything like that. My ultimate goal, I would love to be a school resource officer. I feel like me being a minority, I can give them a good example that, you know, don't let that hold you back from trying to reach something that you want to reach. I felt like it was just natural for me to go back and become an advisor for the program, so I can continue helping the program and help future, you know, generations explore the field of law enforcement. And I love it. It's a great position for me. I would just say that anything's possible. I think I'm a good example of that, just based on the fact that we came here really poor immigrants, you know, not speaking English. And here I am speaking English as a U.S. citizen, a police officer. So a good example is that anything's possible if you really put your mind to it. Just the fact that police work is known as a male-dominated field, don't let that discourage you from trying out. Don't let the fact that you may not be able to do a push-up right now discourage you, or run 3 miles discourage you. I'll tell you from experience, I wasn't able to run 1 mile when I took the JAR PAT, which is the preliminary test, physical test that you take at the academy. Your body will get used to it, and by the end of it, you're going to be in the best shape of your life. I believe women, we're really strong, you know, emotional, physically. We're smart, and a lot of police work is speaking with people, and that's something that we're good at too. So we have all the qualities that it takes to be a good police officer.